The Link Show is just about to start. We have a brand new website, so head to thelinkcrew.com where you can see our most recent videos, play this week's Kahoot, and send in your shoutouts. Let's get started.
This week on The Link Show, we're continuing with our series, What Did Jesus Do?
And we've got a new challenge for you, and I heard it's about to get bananas.
Hey.
And I am back once again reading all of my favorite shoutouts from the Link Crew and you.
All that and more.
Are you ready?
Let's get linked. Welcome back, Link Crew. Miguel, did I hear correctly that bananas are involved today?
I was told we're doing something with bananas today. I'm not too sure, but I mean, what? Do you not like bananas, Cece?
Not a fan. Like, at all.
Alright, fair. I don't like the banana flavoring in like ice creams and milkshake, but I do kind of like bananas. You know, it gives you potassium and all that healthy stuff.
You can
The
smell a banana a mile away.
Yeah, but that's what's good about it.
Do you know what is good?
What's good?
Having the shout-outs back,
Oh!
Jason!
Here's a few more non-Swifty ones. Thank goodness. Dakota said, obviously Baby Shark. Now, I don't know, Dakota, if you're joking or not. Good song, in my opinion. Absolute banger to do karaoke to. Alright, Tom said Happy by Pharrell. Like that one. Alicia said Dance Monkey is the best song to sing out loud, belt it out with my friends. I agree, Alicia. And Claire said Breaking Free from High School Musical. I love it.
Thank you so much, Jason. Guys, we love hearing your shout-outs every single week.
But right now, let's go check out Preach Part 1.
Okay, have you ever been in a crazy mirror house? So you go into those rooms or those adventure parks where there's all sorts of different mirrors. There's the mirrors that are bent one way that make you look really tall. Then there's different mirrors that make you look really short. Then there's other mirrors that make you look like this. And then other ones that make you look like a circle. And everything looks strange as you walk through the rooms. Now, I remember one time I went into a maze inside of this adventure park that was made out of mirrors. And so you would walk in and you would have to try to find your way through the maze going via all of these weird and wacky mirrors. And it was so confusing because you wouldn't just see the reflection of yourself in the mirror in front of you, you would then see the reflection of other mirrors bouncing around, and it was so hard to figure out where to go because you couldn't see properly. You weren't able to properly see where you were trying to go. And I got about partway through this maze until I got lost. I hit a dead end and then I turned around and went backwards and I couldn't find my way out. I was lost. And so I started getting a little bit nervous. I started becoming a little bit afraid until all of a sudden I heard someone call out, and it was one of our teachers. The teacher called out, "Does anybody need help?" And I remember straight away I called out, "Yes, I need help. I am lost." And so the teacher made their way to me in the maze and they were able to grab my hand so I felt safe, and they led me out of the maze the correct way. Now, I remember in that moment, because I wasn't able to see properly, I wasn't able to work out where I was, I found it really difficult to make my own way to where I wanted to be, to where I was trying to go. But as soon as I called out for help, as soon as I asked for help, my teacher was right there, ready to help me get out of the maze. You see, sometimes we can go through life where we feel like we don't know where we're meant to go, or we can't see where we're meant to go. We can't see the answer. We can't see the end, and we feel like we're lost and trapped in the middle of life. It can even feel like you're blind. I know for me, when I was younger, sometimes that would look like trying to make friends. I couldn't see how to make friends well. Maybe for you, it might be making friends. Maybe it might be trying to play in a sporting team that you don't know whether you're able to make it. Maybe it's dance, maybe it's drama, whatever it is. We can find ourselves in these moments where we can't see where we're meant to go. We can't see what we're meant to do next. And we have two options. Do we just sit there quietly, not sure what to do, or are we willing to accept the help of the people around us that are there to help? And so a little later on, we're actually going to take a look at a story in the Bible of a man who was actually blind. He had been blind his whole life. That just means his eyes didn't work. He couldn't see. And so for his whole life, he had never seen the sun, he hadn't seen flowers, he hadn't even seen the faces of his friends and family. But what happened was he had an encounter with Jesus. We're going to find out what happened in that moment, and we're going to learn a little later on how we can get help from the people that we trust, and that Jesus wants to help us as well. But we'll talk about that in just a minute.
And we're back. Link Crew, welcome to Week 9's game. Now, alright. I'm just playing, guys. Hey, welcome back. Week 9, we've got our game now. And I'm very excited. I, again, have forgotten the scores. I don't even know who's up or who's down.
Not a clue.
At this
That
point,
makes it more fun. We go in each week just
No,
like...
it makes it more stressful. But that's alright. Producer, can you please explain to us what game we are doing?
Here
today?
are your props.
The sock game.
With a banana.
You will need to put the socks on your hands
I want to peel the banana.
and not using your hands, you need to peel the banana.
I think there's a butt coming.
Okay, sorry. Is there?
No, that's it.
No, that's it.
So you put the socks on your hands, one sock either hand, fully covered. And then you need to peel the banana, but you can't use your hands anyway.
Yeah, so we just got sock hands.
Correct.
Sockets.
Just to help make it so you know not to use your hands.
Oh, this could be crazy.
So you can't pick the banana up with your hands, you can't touch it. You can use your everything else except your hands. Okay? Just to clarify,
Please.
you can't use props and you can't use the table.
Ah,
So that's it.
Stick on there,
3,
sorry.
2, 1, go.
Got it.
You have to fully peel it.
Oh, sorry.
Miguel wins!
Mine was out! Come on!
We'll have to check the footage.
Say hello to Jesus, the Son of God, the Savior of the world. And while Jesus was here on earth, he would travel teaching people about God's love and healing the sick. One day, while Jesus was walking through a town, he saw a man who was blind his whole life. The man had never seen the sun, the flowers, or even the faces of his friends. And Jesus knew that this man needed help. And so Jesus went to him. He bent down, picked up some dirt, and made mud. Then, gently, Jesus placed the mud across the man's eyes. It was a bit strange, but the man trusted Jesus. Jesus then said to the blind man, "Go and wash your eyes." And so the man listened and obeyed. He did exactly what Jesus said. And as he washed the mud from his eyes, something incredible happened. He blinked, and suddenly he could see. This man who had never seen in his whole life was now able to see for the first time. He ran back and told everybody the amazing news that Jesus had healed him.
I love this story so much because this man, like we said earlier, he's been blind his whole life. He's never been able to see, not flowers, not shooting stars, not his friends or family. But Jesus comes up to him and Jesus sees that this man needs help. But this man could have said, "No, Jesus, I don't need your help. I'm totally fine. Leave me alone." And he would have been left there on the side of the road, blind. But instead he makes the choice that no matter what Jesus does, I trust him. And Jesus does something pretty weird. He makes mud. He puts the mud across the man's eyes. That is so strange. And the man could have said, "Stop." If the man had have said no to Jesus, he wouldn't have been healed. But he made a decision. He thought, no matter what Jesus is doing, I know that he's here to help me. And so I will trust what he does and I'll obey what he says. And so Jesus makes the mud, he puts it across the man's eyes and tells the man to go wash the mud off. That's so weird. Why would you put the mud on just to wash it off again? But the man doesn't complain. Again, he obeys. He goes to the water and washes his eyes. And then that's when the miracle happened. His eyes were opened and he was able to see for the very first time. You see, sometimes the way Jesus helps us can seem a little strange. We can feel awkward and maybe we just want Jesus to appear in front of us and fix our problems. But Jesus doesn't usually help us that way. He helps us in different ways. Maybe you're struggling to make friends, or maybe the way Jesus is going to help you is by sending somebody else that's also struggling to make friends, and then the two of you can become good friends. Maybe the way that Jesus helps you get into a sporting team or to do dance isn't by just making you good all of a sudden magically, but by giving you the opportunity to practice, to become better at it. Maybe for your school grades, you're struggling to get the right answers at school. Maybe the way Jesus wants to help you isn't by downloading mathematics into your brain, but instead by helping you meet people that want to help you on your journey. You see, we don't always understand the way that Jesus helps us, but what we can always trust is that Jesus is there to help us, and that if we trust and obey what he says, he will help us. And so that's where we have to make a choice. Are you going to trust and obey what Jesus says so that he can help us? Or are we going to think that we know better ourselves? I know for me, I'm always going to listen to what Jesus says because I know that Jesus is always there to help me.
That game.
Banana! Oh, what a game! I'm back on top, baby!
You can be on top for that.
It was a
That
great
was
game. Hey, we got to
nasty.
eat food on the show. That's sick.
We weren't meant to eat the bananas.
I mean, I did.
Okay. Hey guys, don't forget if you're wanting to send your shout outs in, we do the Link Crew and new episodes with Jace. Head over to the website linkcrew.com, send them in.
And also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. But thank you so much for being here. I'm Miguel,
I'm Cece.
and we'll see you next time on
The Link Show. Bye.
Bye.